LeBron James has always been more than an athlete. To take control of your empire, sometimes you have to take control of who's speaking for you. Let's just say you started to develop a passion for playing basketball. But it's not just that simple. You have to build a support system. For most players, the first step into the league is all about building a team around them. Now, this is a team of agents, trainers, financial advisors, sometimes even family friends. Be careful with that. But each plays a role in managing contracts, organizing training, and protecting the player's brand. Honestly, it's pretty simple. It's about creating space so the athlete can focus on performance, or really while somebody else handles his business. Because navigating the sports world isn't just about the game. It's about media, money, long-term career moves, and even off-court distractions. So just like all NBA players, LeBron had to find an agent. And when he entered the NBA, LeBron was represented by Aaron and Eric Goodwin, agents with a strong track record. Now, this relationship lasted no longer than a Hollywood marriage. But to be fair, the Goodwin brothers didn't just manage LeBron, they delivered. From 2003 to 2005, Aaron Goodwin negotiated over $135 million in endorsement deals before LeBron even stepped on an NBA court. This included a landmark $90 million Nike contract, plus deals with Coca-Cola, Upper Deck trading cards, and Cadbury Adams, for my favorite, Bubblicious gum.
LeBron James
Was everywhere. On sneakers, soda cans, trading cards, bubble gum, video games, you name it, you couldn't get LeBron off of your TV screen. But for LeBron James, it wasn't enough to have management. He wanted people who didn't just work for him, but built with him. And that mindset changed everything. So unfortunately for the Goodwin brothers, in May 2005, LeBron shocked the sports world and fired the brothers. So just like that, LeBron moved on to another agent. He signed with Leon Rose, who would later join CAA, the Creative Artists Agency, the powerhouse talent group. Now, Rose wasn't just another name in LeBron's contact list, or he wasn't the Rose. He was a power broker. He negotiated two of LeBron's most critical contracts, a 2006 extension with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and a 6-year deal that brought him to Miami in 2010. And when it came time for everybody's favorite show, The Decision, Rose was working behind the scenes with agent Henry Thomas. Now, Thomas represented D-Wade as well as Chris Bosh. To align all three stars together, Henry and Rose sat down and brought LeBron, Wade, and Bosh to South Beach. A time I'll never forget. This relationship, it went very well, for 7 years to be exact, because in 2012, LeBron decided to move on from Leon Rose. But Rose, he's still on the up and up. He serves as the president of the New York Knicks, but he's known in history to have his fingerprints all over one of the most iconic free agency moments in sports. So after moving on from Leon Rose, LeBron signed with Klutch Sports Management. Now, this company is Rich Paul's company, and Rich Paul is LeBron's close friend. But to really understand Rich Paul's story, you have to go back to a chance meeting in an airport in 2002. So that tells you Rich Paul has been there from the very beginning. In actuality, LeBron was in high school. He was a phenom at the time. Rich Paul, he was a 21-year-old in Cleveland selling vintage jerseys out of his trunk. When LeBron first noticed Rich Paul, he was wearing a bright Warm Moon jersey. Him and Paul connected, they exchanged numbers. That overall led to a great friendship. And eventually, a business bond was born. So from 2002 all the way to 2012, Rich Paul wasn't selling jerseys. After working behind the scenes with LeBron for years, he became his official agent. Now, this just isn't a hire my buddy system. Rich Paul, he spent years understanding the sports business. He even spent time learning under Leon Rose at CAA, but later said, I didn't really gain much at CAA. I was just there observing. Now, I don't want to take Rich Paul out of context here. He did learn something, even if this good, bad, whatever. But Paul saw a system that benefited owners and agents, not always the players. So he left and started something of his own, Klutch Sports. He brought the same hustle that he used to use when selling jerseys. Along with a deep sense of loyalty and purpose, he created a player-first agency. And just like that, in a few years, Klutch Sports exploded, representing stars like Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, and even NFL champion Jalen Hurts. When it was all said and done, Rich Paul didn't just follow the path. He rewired it. And with LeBron's trust, Klutch became more than an agency. It became a statement. For LeBron James, food was never just about eating. It was about lifestyle, performance, and most importantly, business opportunities. Early in his career, he partnered with McDonald's, signing a major endorsement deal, becoming one of the brand's faces worldwide. Being the face of Mickey D's, it gave him great visibility and millions of dollars. But over time, LeBron began to think bigger, not just promoting brands, but owning them. His growing focus on health, nutrition, and conscious living pushed him to seek opportunities that were more aligned with his lifestyle off the court. In 2012, LeBron made one of the smartest moves of his business career, investing in an upstart casual brand called Blaze Pizza. In 2015, LeBron made a bold decision. He walked away from a McDonald's endorsement that would have paid him roughly $14 to $15 million over 4 years. That's tough to walk away from. Now, most athletes, even myself, not even an athlete, I would not walk away from $14 to $15 million. But LeBron, being a little bit smarter than us, betting on himself and Blaze Pizza. He had aligned with his brand overall as far as his health goals and his vision for long-term ownership. Now, this deal happened alongside his good friend Maverick Carter and also investor Larry Levy. LeBron secured franchise rights in major markets like Chicago and South Florida. Now, myself, I actually visited a few of these in South Florida. I love their pizza. By 2017, Blaze Pizza's valuation skyrocketed, and LeBron's original investment was reportedly worth at least $35 to $40 million, all from a $1 million investment. Instead of just appearing in commercials, LeBron actively promoted Blaze through his social media accounts, skipping corporate fast food endorsements and pushing his own brand. He also became one of Blaze's earliest equity holders, investing less than $1 million for what will become more than a 10% ownership stake. In 2018, LeBron strikes again. LeBron co-founded Ladder, a sports nutritional company. Now, you probably haven't heard of it, but it had a heavyweight Hollywood icon named Arnold Schwarzenegger as his partner. Just like its owners, LeBron and Arnold, they both require clean, performance-driven supplements, products that LeBron himself used during training and recovery. The brand was later acquired by OpenFit, but LeBron retained a stake, proving once again he wasn't endorsing wellness, he was investing into it. Through Ladder, LeBron showed that food, nutrition, and peak performance could be a natural extension of an athlete's business empire. Just look at the man. He's going to be like 75 years old, still dunking on people. LeBron's love for food didn't just fuel his body. It fueled his business empire. From fast food casual pizza to elite supplements, LeBron has always been more than an athlete. But to understand how he built a storytelling empire, you have to understand where the story begins. LeBron Raymond James was born to a 16-year-old single mother in Akron, Ohio. LeBron and his mom, Gloria, moved constantly, sometimes every few weeks, chasing housing, safety, and just overall survival. As a fourth grader, LeBron missed 82 days of school. Now, it wasn't because he wanted to skip school. It was because he didn't have a stable home to live in. Some days, from what I could find, there was no electricity. Some days there was even no transportation. It was just a lot going on. There was never any peace for LeBron during his childhood. Eventually, LeBron and Gloria found a stable home. Now, this place, it was a modest apartment complex called SpringHill. It wasn't much, but it played a key role in LeBron's future. Fast forward to 2020, LeBron James and Maverick Carter launched, you guessed it, the SpringHill Company. The name was a perfect tribute to the place that shaped LeBron's early life. SpringHill, a content creating company. But it wasn't just about that. It was about creative control, cultural impact, and most importantly, community empowerment. The company united 3 ventures under one banner: SpringHill Entertainment, Uninterrupted, and the Robot Company. Together, they formed a platform where creators could own their own stories, and most importantly, speak for themselves. Now, just like in any business, when you first start, it's not easy. In 2023, SpringHill faced its toughest season. With a shifting entertainment industry rising production costs, and widespread Hollywood strikes, this created a storm that was hard to fight. The company pulled in $104 million in revenue, but reported a $28 million loss. This truly served as a wake-up call. It just goes to show, even with the vision and influence, survival requires adaptation. In business, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. SpringHill responded with a bold move, merging with UK-based Fenway 73. Fenway was known for really making a lot of noise. They produced global hits like the Grammys and even the Kardashians. Together, they formed Fenway Entertainment, a transatlantic powerhouse. The deal included a lot of cash. It was a $40 million new investment and created one of the largest independent content creating companies in the world. Although the company structure changed, SpringHill's DNA remained the same. A company rooted in empowerment, driven by authenticity, and built from the ground up. When most athletes were chasing endorsement checks, LeBron was chasing ownership, not just in basketball, but in global sports. In 2011, LeBron made a bold move. He bought a 2% stake in one of soccer's most storied franchises, the Liverpool Football Club. That investment came through a strategic partnership with the Fenway Sports Group, owners of the Boston Red Sox and one of the most powerful names in sports. In 2021, LeBron officially became a partner in the Fenway Sports Group, reportedly acquiring around 1% of the company itself. Now that deal gave him ownership across FSG's global portfolio. Liverpool, Red Sox, Pittsburgh Penguins, and much more. LeBron and Maverick Carter also made history, becoming the first black partners in the group's legacy. And FSG locked them in for a lifetime equity deal. This wasn't just an investment, this was an evolution. While most athletes endorse global brands, LeBron became one. And now, he owns pieces of global franchises. From sneakers to soccer, from endorsements to equity. For making this video, I think I finally cracked the code with LeBron James. He turned his personal passion into a strategic investment. This is changing the way athletes think about ownership in the industries that they truly live in. Once again, LeBron is leading the way. I can't wait to see what's next. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. I'm Charlie the Fan. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this with another fan.